You know what time it
Time to
is.
stand up and speak your mind. In this elitist jungle, keep the beats alive. Whether yoga or doja that keeps you high. Gotta stay up, cause on the street you die. Time to wake up and see the light. Stop counting sheep, seize your life. Free your eyes and see suns rise on the horizon. Where the street meets the sky. The master's ignorance feeds our master's greed.
Good morning, everybody. I think I just clipped that shit. Yeah, man. Oh, don't worry. I'll be quitting my day job any minute now and getting a fucking singing fucking contract really quickly. You watch and see. Because you know what this podcast is about? Worth, son. Self-worth. And I know my worth. Shit. Bitch. Fuck. Getting over some shit. I had it last Friday, too. I'm sure you could hear it in my voice. Had that junk last Friday, too. I don't know, man. I don't know if I got the vid or what. I don't know if I got that Zulu variant. Good Lord. I'm essentially over whatever it is. It crushed me over the weekend. I'm sure you could hear it in the last podcast. Today is Tuesday. The last podcast I did last Friday when I recorded it, and I was definitely all weekend, man, with the kid. I was just sick. Oh, you love all of those sounds are delicious, huh? I apologize, but I got to get in here and get this out to you. And anyway, so I took the kid to daycare for her first time. She went twice, and she came back with something. Obviously, that's a given. Once you get those kids into that daycare, man, they got to start bringing you stuff. And I'm happy to get it because I'm just like, yo, hit my immune systems with whatever needs to be hits with so that I can get stronger, so that she can get stronger. You know what I mean? And I mean, the sooner we get into all of trading all of those germs, the stronger we're all going to be anyway. And I knew that was going to be part of it. And I mean, it's entirely possible that the Omicron, Zulacron, fucking Deltacron, whatever, I mean, maybe that's it. I don't know. I've dodged this shit like a fucking Neo in the Matrix, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've completely dodged this COVID situation thus far. I mean, I've tested 4 times since the beginning of all of this, and every time was negative. The last 2 times I tested, I got the antibody test because I thought, well, what the hell? Maybe I did get it and didn't realize. Antibodies were clear, so I don't know, man. I mean, maybe this is it. Maybe I got the Omnizulu Betacron version over here, variant. I don't fucking know. Something's going on around ears. But yeah, so let's see, what are we talking about today? Today, I want to talk about something important. And it is self-worth. Self-worth. A friend of mine posted something on the grams, on the Griznam, on the IGs, and it was, your worth, your self-worth, your worth is non-fucking-negotiable. And I thought, yes, I love this. Your worth is non-fucking-negotiable. And I thought, I needed to hear that. And, I've been really working on focusing on my worth, on my self-worth quite a bit lately. Even more so in these recent months, in these recent months, really focused on my worth and really focused on knowing what my worth is, right? I am worthy of respect. I am worthy of fatherhood. I am worthy of honor and integrity. I am worthy of God's love. I am worthy of love and adoration. I am worthy of commitment and communication. I am worthy of a partnership, a marriage. I am worthy of success in all things, in all areas, right? I am worthy of a body that I appreciate, right? Like, let's put this into perspective, okay? So, I used to drink and I used to eat like shit. I was overweight, big, fat, slobby. I was a slob, man. Was not confident in myself, right? And one of the reasons I continued to do that was because I didn't think I was worth anything. I thought I was a piece of shit, right? And in my head, I still kind of think, still can kind of think that I'm a piece of shit sometimes. But the more I work on respecting myself, right? And again, so I went through this process here. We'll just kind of do a little homework here, and I'll backtrack a little bit, right? So I completely went through this process of defining the definition of respect, right? Because I started to say I am worthy of respect, right? And in order to believe that for myself, I looked up the definition of respect. And the definition of respect, if I recall, is great admiration for someone or something based on their achievements, accomplishments, and there's a third one. Achievements, accomplishments, and their character. Something along those lines. Their achievements, their accomplishments, and their character. And their qualities, achievements. So, okay, here we go. Backtrack. It is great admiration for someone or something based on the achievements. I just fucking forgot. Achievements, qualities. I'm such an idiot. Totally. You get it. You get it. So, in order to respect myself, I made a list of my achievements and my qualities, right, in my journal, and I wrote a list, and I started to. We've done this. I went through this in an earlier podcast, right? And I have a whole fucking list of achievements. I have a whole list of things, of qualities, of abilities. I have this. I got a fucking laundry list of things. I know I'm pretty fucking great. I know I'm a catch. Shit. I'd fuck me. That's the exact line I said in the last podcast. But no, I mean, seriously. So do that for yourself, right? And once I put together this list, I realized, holy shit, I am worthy of respect, right? And I don't do this to prove, I didn't make this list to prove to you or to prove to others that I'm worthy of respect. I did it to prove it to myself because I didn't quite believe it, right? And so once I looked at that list, those lists, 3 lists, right? I started to put this picture together in my head and start to believe in myself. Holy shit. So when I write the words, I am worthy of respect in my journal, I can believe it. And I can always go back to that, right? My definition, and go back and look at the list of things and go, oh yeah, you are worthy of respect. And I continue to strive for more achievements and learn more abilities and to build more character and quality, and add to my qualities. I continue to do that. So I am worthy of respect, right? The other thing is my body was fat. I was fat and didn't like myself. And so I got in the gym, and over these last several years, I've been in the gym and I've lost tons of weight, and I've gotten myself stronger, and I continue to work on this process and continue this process. So I am worthy of physical strength, physical growth. And that takes hard work, right? I am worthy of communication. And that takes hard work. Becoming self-aware, working in the journal, communicating with you guys through this podcast, communicating with my coworkers, communicating with my boss, communicating with my customers, just communicating in general, communicating with myself through my journal is really important, right? That's really important. Writing down, taking that time to think and to write and to communicate, to reread what I've write, to recommunicate with myself, right? Getting on my knees and communicating with God, that's another self-communication. I mean, this all adds to your worth, right? One little thing at a time. Pick one thing, right? And what does Dr. Jordan Peterson say? Dr. Jordan Peterson says something along the lines of, pick one thing and work as hard as you possibly can on it and see what happens. Just one thing, right? Pick one thing. I would say start with the journal. I mean, you know, and again, this idea is just pick one thing, right? Don't take on the whole world. I mean, there are lots of things you can take on. Sometimes I get overwhelmed with myself because I've taken on lots of things, right? I mean, but I started to sort of pick some things, right? A little bit here and there, you know? Pick one thing. What's it going to be, you know? And work as hard as you can on that and see what happens. God, that's an interesting concept, isn't it? That's an interesting concept. You know, a couple years ago, I decided the gym was going to be one of those things, and it was really important to me. And I obviously my job, I came in and got a new job. When I moved here to Arizona, I came and I got a new job, and I worked really hard at that job. With the gym, I was going to add the gym to that, right? And I was going to go every day, no matter what, every day. And I did that. And I 30 pounds, gone, came off, just fucking like that. In like 90 days, 30 pounds came off, dude. Where am I sitting at now? I'm sitting at 40 pounds down, you know, and I pretty much hold that. I'd like to get down a little more or fluctuate, you know, and the more you go to the gym and lifting the weights and doing the things, your body composition changes, you know, so I probably look like I'm 50 or 60 pounds lighter, but I've put on fucking tons of fucking gains, bro. Do you even lift, bro? No? Then shut the fuck up. I found some new guy on Instagram, Papa Swolio, and he's great, dude. Go to the fucking gym. Love it. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. But it's true. Go to the fucking gym. I didn't go this morning. I have been on my routine. I've been on my game, been getting up early, and that feels great. I don't know how many days in a row, but I've been on a roll, getting up early, hitting that 4 o'clock, that 4:30 mark, and just it feels really good to do that. I've been in the gym. I kind of been slacking on the gym. I've been sick, so it's kind of like, I don't want to go to the gym all sick, and it's just shitty anyway. So but the last couple days I have been back in the gym and hitting it. I think once I clear this, I don't want to be contagious. It's so weird. I was just talking about fucking tangents left and right. Worth, self-worth. I am worthy of a fucking body to be desired, right? And sometimes I look at myself and still see this fat guy. Even, I have to look at a picture of myself next to what I used to be, next to what I am today, to remind myself, holy shit, I've come a long way, And then, you're watching all the pretty people at the gym and all the pretty people on the Instagrams and looking like, well, I want to be fucking Papa Swolio. I want to be fucking Primal Swolger. I want to be fucking ripped and remember, those motherfuckers are 23 fucking years old, 25 years old. And not to say that, making excuses, but man, I've come a long way, which means I am worthy, right? I am worthy of hard work. I am worthy of discipline. I am worthy of spiritual growth. Father, I am worthy of emotional growth. I am worthy of behavioral growth. I am worthy. Say the words with me. I am worthy. Say it. When we get off, when we hang up this podcast, when we hang up this call, we hang up here today and you put down and I go into the bathroom, into the mirror, look yourself in the eye and tell yourself, I am worthy. You are worthy. And believe it. Begin to believe it. You know what? Here's the thing. Another thing I got from AA was, and this is true, do the action and then the thinking will follow. Right? This is part of the deal. This is part of discipline. Right? Do the action first and then the thinking will follow. Okay? So the action is look in the mirror, say I'm worthy. Write in your journal, I am worthy of respect. Every day for 30 days. Every day for 60 days. Every day for 90 days. 90 and 90. 90 journal entries for 90 days. I am worthy. Pick 5 things that you want to be worthy of and write those in your journal every day. I am worthy of respect. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of growth. I am worthy of success. And I am worthy of self-care. Boom. Write those 5 things down in your journal every day and see what happens. Guaranteed. I guaranteed. It'll start to sink in. It has for me. It has for me. Right? Sometimes I do grateful entries. Sometimes I do worthy entries. That's another one. Gratitude, right? I am grateful for. I am worthy of. I am grateful for. You know, give it a shot. Give it a try. See what happens. Fuck around and find out. Get some cue cards. Check this out. This is something from my therapist that he suggested, right? Get some cue cards, right? Some little 5x7 cards and write down your 5 worths. Throw them in your pocket. Throw them in your purse. Carry them with you, right? In the middle of the day, pull them out. Go through them. I am worthy. Right? That's an action. Right? That action will help your brain to rewire itself to believe in yourself. And in my experience, these practices have helped me. Right? You go to the gym every day. Right? You go every day. Right? You don't believe that you're strong. You still believe that you're fat, but you go every day and the results happen. Right? And once the results happen, then your thinking changes. Right? At first you go and it's fucking hard. I've said this. I can't beat this into you fat bastards enough. Get off your fat asses and go to the fucking gym. You know? I've done this. I did this. You can make decisions in your life that will help you. You have choices to make today. Right? Stop complaining. Stop whining. Stop fucking being a victim. Get off your ass. Get out there and do something about it. I have to remind myself every day of these things. You know why? Because I am worthy. Non-fucking-negotiable. My worth is non-negotiable. And if my worth, and that's another thing too, is with other people, right? I know my worth now. So I don't put up with bullshit. I'm going to put up with your bullshit. Hey, if you want to be with me, if you want to be in a relationship with me, these are the standards. And I hold myself to these standards, and I expect that you will hold yourself to these standards as well. That's it. Done deal. My worth is, I am worth people in my life that hold themselves to a certain standard. And if you don't, bye, Rudy Poos. Bye. Peace out. As simple as that. It's not simple as that. You know what I mean? That's that. That's not being a dick. That's not being a bully. That's being true to myself. That's setting boundaries, clear boundaries. That's being assertive. I'm asserting my boundaries and I'm stating clear expectations. Straight up. Straight up. You want to be in this circle? Boom. Let's do this. And you should do the same. Now, this is difficult when you've trauma bonded and you've bonded with people and you've built these relationships around these dramas in these lives, these trauma dramas, right? And you've built these poor relationships. And now you're starting to realize, yo, I need to let go of these Rudy Poo clowns, right? Rudy Poo, Rudy Poo, Rudy Poo, Rudy Poo, right? And that's really hard when you look in the mirror and you go, Rudy Poo, you. And that's okay too. That's okay. Be honest with yourself. I was Rudy Poo. Full on. I mean, I still have Rudy Poo tendencies. I still got them Rudy Poo tendencies up in here. You know what I mean? Like, I still do. And so I have to remind myself, I am becoming less Rudy Poo. And in order to help me become that on my path, I have to get rid of these Rudy Poo clowns out of my life. I got to get rid of this Rudy Poo phlegm out of my lungs, son. It's really hard. It's a really hard thing to do because some of these people you have learned to love. Some of these relationships you love. And sometimes you have to look in your head and go, is it really love? Right? I had to, part of my journaling and part of my worth and part of my self-awareness was figuring out what that meant to me. What does love mean to me? What does it mean when I say I love you? And what does it mean when somebody says they love me back? I had to define that. I had to figure it out. And part of that is figuring out what my values are, right? What things do I value, right? I value honesty. I value strength. I value creativity. I value discipline, right? I value commitment. I value communication. These are values, right? I value responsibility, personal responsibility. Okay? These are the things I value. So I value willingness, openness. Did we talk about the how? Honesty, openness, willingness, right? Those are values, right? Those are values. Honesty, openness, willingness. And so those are relationship values. So when someone says to me, hey, I love you, Jason, that means they want to be honest, they want to be open, and they want to be willing. Those values. And you can break those down and what does honesty look like? Boom, boom, boom. What does openness look like? Openness equals vulnerability, honest communication, right? Honesty, honest communication. Right? Honesty, honest, vulnerability, willingness, right? In my opinion, a willingness to look at yourself, a willingness to do many things, a willingness to be vulnerable, a willingness to be honest, a willingness to be open, a willingness to take a look at yourself and to take responsibility for your actions, and a willingness to change if necessary, right? And me, when I say the words I love you, that's what that means too. And not only does that mean that I will be honest with you, I will be open and vulnerable, and I am also willing. And another part about that is I am willing to hear your feedback about how I behave in case I might be doing it wrong. I might you got, and I also want a willingness for you to be honest and open about your boundaries. Set boundaries, man. Hold me accountable. That's it. Honesty about what accountability looks like, openness about your boundaries, and willingness to hold me accountable. And I'll hold you accountable. And that all comes from worth. If you don't think that you're worthy, you will not set those boundaries because you believe that, well, I'm not worth something better. Bullshit. You're fucking worth it. Non-fucking-negotiable, right? And I take that stance, and it sounds harsh, but dude, like recently in this recent relationship that I'm in with this woman, right? And her and I are honest, open, willing. We're doing this damn thing, and I'm having to set some boundaries and set some things, and they've been hard for her to hear. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but this is non-negotiable because I know my worth. So think about that for a moment. Okay? You think on that, and you get back to me. If you're not willing to participate in that, peace. Love you, peace. Love you as a human, but I'm going to go look for the one who's willing to do that because that's what those are the standards I hold myself to. I am worthy of a partner who is that. I am worthy of a partner who has these qualities, right? And I will not settle. I have settled in the past. Why did I settle in the past? I settled in the past because I didn't believe I was worthy. I'm not settling anymore. Fuck that. Non-fucking-negotiable. Sounds harsh. Kind of is harsh. You know? Kind of is harshish. Harshish. Well, that's interesting. Did I drag that down? Huh. Well, that's an interesting thing. Dang, dang-a-lang-a, dang, dang, dang-a-lang-a, dang, dang, dang-a-lang-a, dang. I'm sorry, sidetracked by the fucking Pro Tools here. What did I do? I did something. Know what I mean? I did something. I will figure it out. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Anyway, self-worth, man. I realized something here. I listen back on these podcasts and when I'm editing them and stuff, and I realized that I say right a lot. Blah, 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 right? Blah, 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 right? Blah, 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 right? And I realize that in my head, sometimes I'm speaking things out and I'm working things out. I'm verbally processing with you guys, in real time. But the thing about it is I'm constantly seeking approval. That's approval seeking. I just heard a term recently, something about there's two types of narcissists. And two types, there's a vulnerable narcissist and some other type of narcissist. And I know narcissist is a bad word, but we all are fucking narcissists. We all have narcissistic tendencies. I mean, it's part of ego and it's part of survival mode. I mean, we all have a bit of narcissism in us. We all have little bits of all of these things. It just depends on how far down the scale we go, right? We all have a bit of psychopathy, psychopathy. I'm pretty sure we all have a bit of sociopathy. We all have these tendencies. We all have little bits in us, But I was wondering if that's part of the vulnerable narcissist seeking approval all the time. Right? But that's what that is, It's and it's subconscious, right? So here we go in the middle of this podcast. Bring this up to the awareness level. I've been aware of it before, but let's bring it up here right now and see if I can't flip the switch. I don't know in this podcast if I have been saying it that much. I'll listen back again because I forget. Another thing that I have had to bring up to the surface is the F-bomb. I say the F-bomb a lot when I get into autopilot and start telling stories. It's like F, 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 F. Now that might be fucking negotiable. Oh man, coughing up all these delta quadrants out of here. Coughing all the phlegm out of the delta quadrant of my lungs. Worth. Where were we? Worth, man. Self-worth. So important. And you know, the more you work on these little things at a time, the more you will begin to believe. I'm beginning to believe, right? Surrounding myself with folks that believe, other believers, other folks that believe in themselves, other folks that want to do the work on self-work, self-care, going to the gym, riding my skateboard. See, there you go. Is that, right? Right? Look, awareness. Brought it up, Learn how to speak. Learn how to articulate your thoughts. This helps me. Doing this podcast helps me as much as it helps you. It's self-serving as well. I'm hoping that I help some folks out. I'm hoping that I get to be real, because half these Rudy Poo jackasses on the internet are a bunch of fakers. We need more reality here. Like not reality, but we need more vulnerability, more authenticity. Man, that stuff's coming up. I noticed that too once I started get hustling at the gym and get those lungs working. It's like, get rid of this crap. We don't want it. So, pick some stuff. Pick one thing. Pick the journal. That's my suggestion. Pick a journal every day. Focus on it every day, a little bit every day. And work on that and see how it feels. I am worthy. Self-worth is it's really interesting, because a couple of years ago I struggled with this. I was really struggling. A couple of years. I mean, this stuff doesn't happen overnight. I mean, honestly, since I quit drinking 6.5 years ago, that was the beginning point. So 6 years, 4 here in Arizona. So 6 years I quit drinking. 4 years I've been going to the gym, pretty consistently. And for 2 years, seeing a therapist. That's helped. And the last year, we're getting to a year now, August, September. The last year, journaling. And each one of those steps I've grown. And I've grown to this point now, right? Where I am doing the damn podcast now. And I've been wanting to do this thing for years now. I'm just putting it off and not feeling worthy and not feeling confident. Here I am doing it. Fuck it, I'm doing it. Right? But each one of those steps, it took some time. Could you personally up that process? Sure. Maybe you could expedite that process, expedite that process. Sure, I would say don't rush it. I mean, there's no reason to rush it. But you could certainly, expedite some of that. But I mean, but those are like the gym, for example. You'd think after 4 years of crushing the gym, I'd be ripped. There was COVID for a while. There was COVID for a solid 1.5 years of laziness and bullshit. That was a perfect excuse. The gyms were fucking closed, and I was not going to wear a fucking mask in the gym. Don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that shit. Don't even get me started. But I know my worth, right? Part of my worth is shit. I ain't, and this is an interesting one. We haven't talked about death. I know I've mentioned it before. I mean, we'll get a little bit into it here, just a tad. I'm not a fucking afraid of death. Okay? Or let's not say that. I'm certainly afraid of death. It's definitely something to be afraid of people dying. But I've come to understand that and accept that death is a part of life, right? I accept that, and therefore I don't run around being afraid of it, right? You could die from anything. And afraid of a disease, if that's God's will, if that's the universe's will, then so be it. I'm not going to fucking bottle myself in and put a mask on my face and fucking run around like a coward screaming. Seriously, dude. Get a hold of yourself. God, that drives me crazy. I really apologize for the coughing. I don't know if I need to apologize. I don't know if there's any reason for me to apologize. I apologize because I know it can sound gross, you know. But thicken your skin up. If you can't take me coughing a little bit so that I can get this podcast out to you, then yeah. Oh. How's that sound? You like that? You want some more of that? Next time I'm just going to rail up some stuff right here. And we'll get nuts. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. What movie? Self-worth, folks. I am worthy of respect. I am worthy of success. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of communication. I am worthy of commitment. I am worthy of physical growth. I am worthy of spiritual growth. I am worthy of behavioral growth. I am worthy of emotional growth. I am fucking worthy. I am fucking worthy. And my worth is non-fucking-negotiable. Do you understand? Does that compute? Get it in there. Look yourself in the mirror. Be dead serious with yourself. Look at your fucking fat self in the mirror and go, you know what, fatty? You are worthy of a fucking perfect body. I'm sorry, not perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Look here, I did this, and if you're fat out there, I'm not going to apologize for calling you out, because you know what? It's unhealthy. Straight up, it's unhealthy. I don't care what these new fucking people say about it, and I'm getting in. If you're fucking smoking 12 packs a day, bro, put the cigarettes down. If you're eating 13 cheeseburgers a day, put the fucking cheeseburgers down. If you're drinking fucking 12 pack a day, put the fucking beers down. You are worthy of something better, more. Become what you know you can become. This is Drill Sergeant Berg signing off. Peace, and I'm out. What a dick. Fucking dick. You know what I mean? Go to the fucking gym, see what happens. Put pen to paper in a journal and figure out your worth. Find out your values. See what fucking happens. What do you have to lose? What are you doing? Sitting there on fucking the Instagrams? You fucking watching TV and eating a fucking tub of fucking Ben and Jerry's? You fat fuck. Man. Isn't that interesting? I can feel it. I can feel my blood boiling, and I want to start talking shit. I got certain people in my life that I've been wanting to talk shit to, and I don't. Fucking baby mama drama. Get yourself together. Oh, that's all right. I haven't gone into that topic yet. Baby mama. Some of you bitches are fucking crazy. And y'all know it too. Some of us dudes are fucking crazy. I mean, it goes both ways. The door swings both ways. All right, man, I'm out. For real this time. You are worthy. Your worth is non-fucking-negotiable. Write that down. Write it down. Go in, look in the mirror. Look yourself in the eyes. Start today. You are worthy. I am worthy. Non-fucking-negotiable.
You know what time it
Time to
is?
stand up and speak your mind. In this elitist jungle, keep the beats alive. Whether yoga or doja that keeps you high. Gotta stay up, cause on the street you die. Time to wake up and see the light. Stop counting sheep, seize your life. Free your eyes and see suns rise on the horizon. Where the street meets the sky.
The master's ignorance feeds our master's greed. Open your mind